Hey, thanks for tuning in for another installment of the Blessed and Bored series. This is designed to continue dialogue, keep us sane during this period of social distancing in the age of coronavirus. So what I'm just trying to do is encourage some dialogue, get us to learn from one another, continue to connect, and make sure the ties that bind us remain as strong as ever. To that end, I want to keep this under 3 minutes, so I'm gonna get right into it. As most of you know, I'm a part-time preacher, right? So that means that I gain inspiration from unlikely places. So right to the point, I read this article about the I before E except after C rule. Many of you will remember this. You've said it in your head, I before E except after C. Now, the thing that we learned immediately upon memorizing this rule is that there are so many exceptions to it, right? Which kind of leads to my point, right? So we have this rule that has built-in exceptions. Well, before I even get into the twist, right, the part that's kind of like motivating to me, did you know that there's another clause to this rule? Yeah, I just found this out. So apparently it's I before E except after C, or when sounded as A in neighbor and way. What? So, yeah, I had no clue. So please comment and say, Brian, how did you not know that? Everybody knows that. Or say, what? I didn't know that. Either way, your comments are welcome. Now, here's the thing about motivational speakers, right? They find a fact and then they give you the twist. So here's the thing. I'm reading this article. And hey, whether you believe in God or Holy Spirit or not, I'm just going to be like, for real. I think like the Holy Spirit kind of just like nudged me. Like I was reading it, just kind of nudged me. And when it nudges me, it makes me look a little deeper. So then I started thinking to myself, like, you know, it's interesting because there's this rule, but then there are exceptions to the rule that are acknowledged. And in our own lives, right, we do a fairly decent job of trying to, stay within the lines, do what we're told. But then we also notice that there's like this call, like there's this something within us that doesn't quite fit in the lines. So in the last 30 seconds of this video, what I'm inviting you to do is explore when in your life you recognize that God created you to be the exception to the rule. This is open to a lot of interpretation, not trying to get into arguments, but I'm trying to explore. I want to learn. Please post your own video about when you discover that you were the exception to the rule. I got 8 seconds. So thanks again for tuning in to the Blessed and Bored series. Brian Martin, and I'm looking to hear from you. 1 second.